just part of my life, you know.
Did you know Norman Thornber?
Yes, oh yes. He donated the wooden trophy for the winner. I mean, you know, introduced me to the landowners. You want me to read it out? A 14-year-old boy came to see me to ask if it was possible to do the Three Peaks on a cycle. So far as I know, he was the first person to really get down to studying it out. He's thinking of doing it sometime in September. Pointed out that in some places he would have to carry his cycle or at the best shove it hard. I'm certain the Three Peaks has not been done on bicycles. Ingleborough and Pen-y-Ghent are easy, but I'm afraid Whernside might be a stickler. It is almost superhuman. Wouldn't safe riding to you all. Yours truly, Norman Thornber.
Isn't that how it all came about? I bet you can't ride Three Peaks on a bike. And yeah, that's how it came about. Bit of a bet.
It's the ultimate physical challenge for cycling. I know there's longer races, but it's just completely unique in this event.
It's a week out from Three Peaks. I got back from San Francisco last night and I got the chance to ride my cross bike there, and I realised just how bad I am at running with a bike. So today I've devised a training route. Three Peaks, you start with a road section, so this is my warm-up, just like the race. It's hard work. Rocky. There's so much like mystique around the race, and obviously so much history. I basically just want to get in there to see it, to like understand it, because I still don't understand what really is going to happen.
Yesterday. Right. Yeah.
It's a race that gets under your skin. You know, you've got to be able to ride, you've got to be able to run, you've got to carry your bike, and you've also got to have skill off-road as well. You've got different components to the race. You've got the initial road section, you've then got the real intensity going up Simon Fell and the steepness there, where you're shouldering the bike. Beyond that, there's then quite a fast descent down to Cold Coats, and then obviously you've got your steps on Whernside, and more of a rideable climb up Pen-y-Ghent there.
An important announcement for competitors. You must pass through checkpoints Ingleborough Summit, Whernside Summit, at Pen-y-Ghent Summit, and finish here. And if you don't, there'll be a little bit of bother.
Going from Leadville straight to Tour of Utah, it felt very strange being at Tour of Utah because there's no participation or community element, you know, it's just a bike race that's put on.
After Leadville, we drove straight to Utah, and then we started racing the day after the drive. And I knew it was going to take me a few days to get back in the swing of road racing, because I hadn't done a road tour since Tour of California. It's a pretty big gap. On the second last stage, like as soon as we started, I was like, oh, I'm on today. I just had this feeling, I was like, F this, like, I'm going to get this one.
Morton makes the move. McCormick tries to stay on his wheel.
This is that final 200-meter uphill drag, and Lachlan Morton, very tactically savvy, getting the jump through that corner.
Just committed to the last corner, and then put my head down out of there and was like, all right, if you come around me, come around me. And he very nearly did.
His fourth stage win in this race in his career, and he's also won the overall before.
It was fun to put together like a road race performance like that, because it was so different than like the races I'd just done. To be able to jump back in, it was very satisfying.
Like I've always said that it's a bit of a funny event because you're never on the right bike. You know, road sections you're on a road bike, going up you want a pair of trainers and no bike. Coming down, you'd love a mountain bike. and you never on that bike. It's always a big compromise.
What you'll feel tomorrow on the start line is a certain atmosphere that we think is different to any other event. And you know, some of the events you've done this year look amazing, the Leadville, the Dirty Kansas and all those great iconic events. I think this is one of them in a different kind of way. Just the feeling that you get, and it's very hard to describe. I'm 50, I first came here when I was 9 to watch my dad race it, and I still get goosebumps.
Is that padding on there?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't have your name on trophies if you've got padding on.
Oh, really?
It's funny, I was talking to Nick today, and he was kind of like, you must be having a lot of fun doing this. It's a very unique opportunity. So yeah, I feel like, I don't know, trick someone into letting me do all this fun shit that I've always wanted to do.
One thing, when you're at the start tomorrow, you'll see the atmosphere builds and builds and builds. You know, you'll see then what this race is all about. It's a real good feeling.
People very rarely win on their first time. I think that speaks to how unique it is. It also seems like everyone, when they first discovered it, they're like, this is stupid. And then they just continue to come and become obsessed by it. This is going to be something totally different.
The week leading up to the Three Peaks is quite stressful really, because you know, you get to that start line and it's kind of a relief to start the event.
It's difficult sorting out with 1,000 applicants and you got to pick out 500. You know, lots of disappointed people. We try and do a blend of newcomers with regulars. He'll remember this for the rest of his life, I can tell you.
People say, I'm never doing that again. And they're often the guys that get the entry in first for the following years. It's addictive.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And then it really starts to kick off. Your position there matters because there's 700 riders. It's carnage, you know what I mean? And then it turns left and onto the cattle grid.
People are genuinely excited that you're coming to do this. For me, it's like those are the people I really care how they perceive it. I feel very privileged to be coming to these races and being involved with these different cycling communities. As long as they're happy to have us here, that's all I'm really worried about.
Oh, go on Lachlan, go on Lachlan. And look, he looks up, smiled, shook the bottle. Legend.
Even if I only get a season out of this, it's going to be great, you know? Like, even if it's the last season I get to do, I'm going to enjoy it. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, which way are we going here? It's like, oh, there's just, you go whichever way you want. And then you can see like this big grass hill in front. You're looking at it, you're like, how are we going to get around this thing? You're like, oh no, that is it. We're just going straight up.
Rob Jebber, he's won it 11 times, does this little pitter-patter with his feet, and then you look up again and he's disappeared into the mist and he's got 2 minutes on you at top, you know what I mean? It's really, really steep.
I gave it my best shot running up there. Blew myself totally, but...
Looks like he's doing alright.
In fact, we're going to do the ice cream van. That's the first one up that's coming in.
If anyone, they say, oh, it's Paul Oldham who won 3 Peaks, you know what I mean? It's not anything else that I've ever done. Yeah, it means a lot to a lot of people.
Are we going to see one of the world's top pros, Lachlan Morton?
There's not many people won it first attempt. You kind of learn it. You've got to like serve your time.
This race is like absolutely crazy. These guys really know what they're doing on this course. I can totally see why it takes years of experience on this course. That's what makes this very special. I feel like unless you're from here or spend a lot of time here, you're going to have a very hard time ever winning this race. It's late in the season and I've done more riding than I probably ever have.
Tough game this, wasn't it?
But I don't feel like the slightest bit like looking forward to the end of the year. Like I've got kind of like this childish excitement about racing again because I feel like it gives more back to the sport than anything I ever achieved before in my career. I don't have a lot of skill outside of riding a bike, so I could probably do Uber delivery. I got a green card now in America, so I don't know, maybe I'd move to Yorkshire, work in a pub. I have no idea what I would do.
I don't think the roads are given enough credit for how hard they are really. The road sections are quite difficult.
We got to the road section, wanted to sit up and take a breather. But I was like, this is where I'm supposed to be good. So like, this is my only chance. And then I was sending it down the road.
When you crest the top of Ingleborough, it's very much a runner's domain. The second one, still a lot about the runner, but each peak that you pass, of the 3 peaks, it becomes more of a bike rider's playground. So the final peak at Pen-y-ghent is definitely more opportunities for bike riders to catch people.
So then I was like, all right, I'm going to pick everyone off that I can. That's what I did. I think I went from 11th or 12th to 4th.
I've seen him at the gate, halfway up, Pen-y-ghent. I'd have estimated about maybe 7th, 8th, maybe 10th. So, I think I go back to that kind of cycling ability, that pure on the road cycling ability. He obviously used that to good effect on the upper part of Pen-y-ghent to move up the placings.
I really love riding my bike. My idea of a day off is a day at home when I can go ride my bike all day. It's pretty funny to throw yourself into these different scenarios that are so far beyond like anything you've done before. There'll be that moment when you're like, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm happy doing it. It comes from doing the same thing for so many years and just like beating your head up against the wall. Doing the same thing over and over, thinking like, one day it'll all click, one day this will be fun. Realizing it's like when you stop doing the same thing and jump into like something that makes you very uncomfortable, sometimes that's what's fun. Sometimes that's what's meaningful.
Afternoon.
It's brutal.
I'd love to see top riders come in. Why not? For me, it's the most prestigious race in the world. Bigger than Tour de France is this, I'll tell you.
Lachlan, how was it?
What the hell is that?
Welcome to Yorkshire.
Oh mate, thank you so much.
Did you enjoy it, mate?
That was a pleasure to be a part of.
What's really nice is at the finish, the winners will come in, the first 10 will come in, it's really quiet. Quite a few people start to have a drink in the pub, they've all got a pint, and then everybody cheers everybody in.
I did the entire Whernside descent with a flat front.
Like, everyone says how epic and hard and brutal it is, and it is all of those things. Like, I'm in total shock, I didn't expect that at all. I loved it.
Our first lady coming in now. Congratulations, Kerry. A new name on the trophy.
I felt like I was on the verge of laughing all the time because I was so gassed I couldn't laugh. I was like suffering, but I was just like, whoo, this is crazy. Thanks for the race, mate.
Oh yes, I told you that.
I don't think I've ever been to a single race where I've had so much support on course. It's weird to be racing your bike through a farm field, but it's weirder to be like in a farm field in Yorkshire and have people like yelling your name. That's pretty cool.
Can't call yourself a bike racer until you've done this race. It was amazing. The crowds are incredible. The whole way around, everyone's just cheering you.
Let's try something different. I hope it eventually it opens up a gateway to be like, okay, there's no road teams, there's no mountain bike teams, there's no just get out there and be involved in riding bikes. Yeah, I'd love company. Be great, because everyone's sick of hearing me talk about this.